here remembers the MULTIVERSUS cinematic trailer that released before the open beta, well, became the open beta? Who here remembers that? Well, did you hear the good news from yesterday? MULTIVERSUS official Twitter account confirmed there will be another cinematic trailer dropping for the game. So somebody on Twitter was saying that they were rewatching the old MULTIVERSUS cinematic trailer a month before the game relaunches, you know, gave them some chills for the next trailer promo, and that's where the MULTIVERSUS Twitter account chimes in with, the next one will be a banger too. So we just got confirmation we're getting a brand new cinematic trailer. Now, probably a lot of us expected it, but to have that confirmation is 100% awesome. So we got to look forward to it. Now, they didn't give us an actual date, so it's more of a, all right, when do you think it'll happen? Prediction time. Just got to sit and wait time. You know, I'm expecting end of this month, if not the very beginning of May. So I think that's when things really start ramping up. So either way, that is it for the news part. But I do want to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to transform this into a MULTIVERSUS questionnaire. So over on Twitter a couple days ago, an account going by the name of Dot for MVS, or Yako is bored, did this really cool questionnaire, and I'm going to answer every single one of these questions. And if you want to play along down in the comments, feel free to. There's 20 questions in total, so if you don't want to answer all 20, that's fine. Just a couple of them, that'd be cool, just to kind of get, see other people's feedback on this. So, got a questionnaire, 20 questions. Let's begin. Question number 1. How did you find out about the game? So I've been a part of the MULTIVERSUS community since the game was even officially a thing. So my answer to this would be the very early leaks. You know, Hungrybox had the thing about his leak, and then that got taken down. That's kind of how I found out about it. But what hooked me on it, even though it's not part of the question, Warner Brothers characters in a Smash Bros. Style of game. Yeah, sign me up. That's all I needed to hear. Question number 2. Who is your main character? For me, ever since he came out,
Wubba lubba dub dub!
Rick Sanchez. I don't know if anyone could actually beat that. I got a couple other characters that I really want to play as, but right now it is Rick Sanchez, and at least for the foreseeable future, I think he's going to remain the same. Question number 3. Who is your anti-main, or the character that you will never want to play again? For me, there's actually 2 characters, Velma and Gizmo. Okay, before Velma and Gizmo fans, kind of tear into me a little bit, I'll explain myself. The only reason I say they're my anti-main, it's not because I don't like the characters at all, it's just their play style just doesn't fit my type of style, if that makes sense. I just can't make them work, so, we all have characters that they just don't work. I just can't make them work, so they're my anti-mains. Question number 4. What are you most excited about for MULTIVERSUS for the relaunch? Now, my answer is going to be a little bit corny, maybe a little cheesy, I don't know, but this is the truth, 100% the truth. I'm just excited that the game's coming back and we'll be able to play it again. Simply put, that's all that I'm excited for. Question number 5. Who is your most wanted character? Well, my most wanted character at one point was Rick Sanchez. I got that. So who's my new most wanted character? And has been for a while now. Static Shock, just a WB character. He's a hero. He's just a character that often gets underlooked. I've talked about this many times. In fact, I even made a video. What if Static Shock was in MULTIVERSUS? If you want to check that video out, on the off chance you do, I'll put a link down in the description so you can check it out. Question 6. Who do you not want to join the game? For me, it's honestly, again, there's nobody that I'm actively rooting against to be in the game. There's characters that I could care less if they get into the game, but I'm not like rooting against them. So to answer the question, nobody. Question number 7. What is your favorite skin or alternate costume in the game? And for me, it's kind of a tie between 2. Black Lantern Superman just looks so good. Or I really dig Alien Jake. I really dig that one as well. So those are probably my 2 favorites. If I had to pick one over the other, I'd have to lean towards Black Lantern Superman. Just looks so cool. Question number 8. Is there a skin that you want for an existing character? And the first one that always comes to mind for me, I'm not a Finn main, but Fire Finn, just give me this and I am set. He won't be my main, but like I will play Finn so much more. Like it just looks too good not to be in the game. This needs to be a legendary skin. Put this in the game, please, player first games. Question number 9. What is your go-to mode? For me, 2v2s or 1v1s. Yeah, I mean, like, what else is there? Arcade, silly mode, I guess. Ranked mode. But there's nothing better. Nothing beats just turning the game on and going straight into maybe 2v2s just for fun or a 1v1 just for fun. So just literally playing the game. That is my go-to mode. But if I had to pick one, probably 2v2s. Question number 10. Who is your favorite Multiversus content creator? I can't put myself, can I? So I'm not going to, but I'm going to give a shout out to the Shader Gamer, Bloodhound, and then Titanium Solid. You know, the pillars. If you know, you know. And then also Nosy Boy. They're fantastic. They do a lot of good stuff. So those are the ones I got to give a shout out to. Question 11. Who is your favorite for Multiversus account on Twitter? And I guess it doesn't even have to be technically on Twitter, but just online in general. So there's a lot that I could name. So I'm going to kind of take the shortcut here a little bit, and I'm going to kind of scrunch them all together, or at least all of the ones that have been around this entire time, that have been uplifting the community, sharing art. You know, even when the game went offline last year, the ones that stuck around, the true ones that stuck around and were fans and have been waiting for the game this entire time, they never left. We never left. So those 4 Multiversus accounts, those are the ones that they're my favorite. Question number 12. Did you like arcade mode? Simply put, for me, it was all right. I just felt like it could have been so much more improved or expanded upon or better. It kind of felt like the arcade mode was literally a beta version of what their arcade mode could be. So yeah, it was okay, but I think it could be a lot better. Question number 13. If you could add a unique boss to the arcade mode, who would it be? First thing that pops into my mind all the time, Death Bear from the regular show. I mean, he could charge at you. He's got them big claws. He could swipe at you. He could roar. He could even do like a roundhouse spin kicks. Like he could do flying leap kick. He's got the pointy helmet hat thing. Like he could poke you with that. So like, you know, you want something off the wall and just random, give me Death Bear. Question number 14. How do you feel about third-party characters? For me, I love them. Bring them on. But let's also make sure that we add characters that deserve to be in the roster first, like actual WB-owned properties. Let's make sure we get those characters. I'll lift, you know, the normal ones. Samurai Jack, your Daffy Ducks, you know, those kind of characters. Make sure we get them a part of the roster. Question number 15. If more celebrities like LeBron got in, who else would you want? Nobody. No more celebrities. I'm tired of celebrity. Why do they need to force celebrities into everything? Let me rein that back a little bit. My answer is still none. I don't want any celebrities in this game. I get LeBron. That makes sense. At least there's a tie in there. That makes sense. So if we have that same line of thinking, we also have the Rock skin for Black Adam. Okay, that makes sense at least. But then if we talk about like John Cena for Peacemaker, that's also something that could make sense. So something along that line is fine. But something like, oh, let's throw Taylor Swift in here. Like, ugh, garbage. Get that out. No, I don't. None of that. Just throw it in the bin. Question number 16. More original characters? Yes or no? Yes for me, but very, very sparingly. Again, kind of the same idea as third-party characters. Let's get who should be in the game, and then we can get something different and unique and out of left field. So whether it be a third-party character or a brand new unique character, who knows? I'm for it, but you know, you got to find the right balance. Question number 17. If you could change one thing about the game, what would it be? This has always been a big one for me. More options to spend the in-game gold on. I want more stuff. Like I'm sure the devs can come up with something, but more options to spend gold on. It can happen. So let's make it happen. Question number 18. What are your thoughts on player first games? Now I'll say it. Player first games is putting their money where their name is. They literally rebuilt the entire game to address a major problem that the game had because of fan feedback. How many studios are willing to do that? I don't know many that would, if, you know, any more than player first game. So I'm just saying, I love that their passion, and I love that they listen to the community. Question number 19. What are your thoughts on Tony? It's kind of the same thing as Player First Games. I love him. You know, he's the founder of the studio, and you can tell how much he actually cares about his team and then even the fans, right? When he has a chance to actually interact with us, it's like a magical time. Everybody in the community is winning. We're getting information. But again, that's when he's allowed to do these interactions, and I'm sure, and I hope it picks back up once the game releases, because right now, heads down, they're working. So we'll let them work. Question number 20, the last one of this questionnaire. Should they add Batman to the game? And my answer is no. Nobody's asking for him. Don't add Batman. Instead, let's get Man-Bat.